Jess, how are you?
Good morning, Naomi. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. It's really good to see you in all your splendid purple. That's great. So, we're doing these little videos to help people know a little bit more about us. So, could you give us a little introduction to Jess?
Sure. Hey, Politica. It's good to be with you, Naomi, and all of you who will be watching. My name is Jessica Lamb. I joined Politica, I think we're at 3 years ago, and in the past just few months, joined the leadership crew in Connections. So my sort of space in this is meeting with members and joining and helping new members get involved and get connected into what is all of Politica. And so, yeah, that's a little of my background. I got a whole lot of other background. So if y'all want to know more, you're going to have to connect with me.
Jess, can you tell us a bit more about your Connections crew and maybe what they do?
Sure. So Connections crew, which is one of the areas that I was just like, this is really where I want to be. It's just being with our members and making sure that they're connected to other crews. So we've got lots of crews in here. We've got social media crew, we've got events crew. I mean, we've got all kinds of places where people can plug in, and sometimes they just don't know where to plug in. So what I get to do is for members who are renewing or new members are joining, or even just people who are subscribing to our newsletter who want to get more connected and more involved, I'm going to help them start to plug in. And then also my job is also being social. So what I mean by that is not the social media, which is what you do, which is awesome, but being social within the community of Politica and making sure that our members are engaged, because let's be honest, 2020 was hard to get engaged just from
Absolutely.
the distance and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I do think that the social community element is an important part of being a Politica. So you're absolutely spot on. It's really, really important crew for us.
Yeah.
To go back to you a little bit, could you tell us, what you did in 2020? Did you work on a campaign, or how were you involved?
Yeah, so in 2020, I focused mostly national. I was really energized by all of the women who were running for presidential office. I mean, having a POTUS would have been awesome, but I'll take vice POTUS. That's perfectly too. I was working with, my first out of the gate was Kamala. I just think she's amazing. And so I'm really glad to see that she's the vice president. And then when she kind of stepped away, I went to just like sort of, if you will, tick down everybody, and was helping them with fundraising and calls and just being as involved as I could. One of the things that I do wish I would have done a little bit more is get more involved on a state level, because I'm perplexed by who we are here, electing a Democratic governor, but then everyone else Republican and red. So.
Right. So that's maybe what you would tweak a little bit going forward. You'd maybe be a little more involved with the state stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's where Politica for me really came in, is that this is such a local membership group who are active in what's happening right outside my window, but also, if you will, 2 doors down or 3 doors down or across the state. And I think that that's definitely something that I want to be more involved in.
So do you have a message for politicans going forward, maybe, this year or in the future?
Keep the hope. I think that's first. Remember that the humanity of what is being here in the States and being here in North Carolina. And get a hold of me if you want to get connected. Connections@PoliticaNC.org.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jess.
Thank you, Naomi.